Fifth grade, you made it to activity one. And how you know you made it to activity one is because you came across a green slide. I have many green slides throughout this PowerPoint, and when you get to a green slide, you know you're moving on to a new activity. By the end of this activity one, you're going to be able to learn and look at primary sources and learn about the economy in Kentucky in the 1600s. Everything under the green slide will be for activity one. So I'm going to make this video just to show you how to do an activity. This first direction says, watch the video to learn how to explore the website. So there's going to be a video right here on this slide. I'm making it right now for you to learn how to explore the website. Once you do that, you go to the next slide, which has another further directions. It says, go to the following website. If you click on website, it should take you right to the website by clicking on it, and there's the link. But before I go there, I want to read the full directions before. It says, go to the following website and explore it. We will use this website all week during this primary source exploration. As you are exploring, think about what makes these primary sources. Be ready to share something you learned. So when I read the directions, I can go ahead and start exploring this website by clicking on website and clicking on the link. This will take you straight to the Blackacre learning experience. Here at the top, there's some things you can do with your family, but we want to really focus our attention to these 4 sections here. And we're going to take this week to learn about commerce, next week to learn about government, next week after that to learn about enslaving people, and after that we're going to learn about family life. So we're going to hit all 4 subjects. But commerce has a little excerpt that you have here to help you read and understand what was this about. Has some little questions that we're going to be able to answer at the end of the week. But I want to tie your attention here. These are the primary sources that we will be exploring. And if you really click on one, it should bring up the primary source. And notice this handwriting. This is an actual handwriting of this document. Primary source. And on the right side, this is where someone has typed it out so we can read it. As you're clicking on some of these primary sources, here's some questions that you can keep in mind. You do not have to answer them, but keep in mind to help you understand this primary source. But one thing I can conclude about this primary source is it says a carriage receipt. So that means they had to buy their carriage. So that means that they didn't build or make their own carriages. They bought their own carriages and bought them with money. And I can see how much they paid for them. To go back to that site, you just hit back, and then you will be able to explore more of the different primary sources. Commerce has a lot of different primary sources. So as you're exploring this site for week activity 1, you're going to be thinking about some things that you learned from this website. And then I go back, and once I've completed that, I go to the next slide, and it says click on this here to complete the Google form for activity 1. So I click here, go to this form, and here's where my activity is for activity 1. It says, what is a primary source? You're going to actually answer. Then it says, what is one thing you learned from exploring the website? And then it says, what is one thing we can learn by analyzing primary sources? So make sure you answer all questions. And we as 5th graders should be restating when we're answering the questions. Once you answer these 3 questions, you hit submit. And then you'll go back to our slide deck. And then next we have another green slide. So that means we're going to go on to activity 2.